Hey guys, what's going on? It's Shaqir Hussyin here, and in today's video, I'm actually doing this from my, not garden, what do you call it? My balcony. Okay, that's my wife behind me. Anyway, so I wanted to shoot this video. She said this looks like a tropical island. I don't think I've ever made a video with this background, especially sitting down like this. Anyway, it's a pretty cool background. So I am going to get started with today's topic, which is long-term thinking. Okay, and now why is long-term thinking something really important to talk about? Why is it that most people don't even consider it? They don't think about it. They don't do long-term thinking. They don't do long-term planning because it's a really boring topic. Okay, because of the society that we live in right now with social media, Instagram, influencers, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I mean, Twitter and all of these things, what tends to happen is we want things right now. We want things immediately. We have lost the art of actually working and studying and thinking and creating for the long term. And let me tell you why I'm so passionate about thinking even long term, and why it's a must for you to develop these critical long-term thinking abilities and thinking frameworks so that you can succeed not just now but down the line. So first of all, one of the big problems I see in the marketplace as I'm coaching entrepreneurs, high-level entrepreneurs, 7-8 figures, and then also small entrepreneurs that are just starting out, they want to get the first $1,000 or $10,000 a month, complete newbies to 6 figures. And even when I'm coaching both of these groups, I can see from a 30,000 feet view, and then when I'm zoomed onto their businesses, and I can see their process of decision making doesn't go past 1 or 2 weeks, maybe 1 or 2 months. And it reminds me of when I first started internet marketing. That's how I was. What's the new flavor of the month? SEO is hot, Google AdWords hot, press releases, let me jump onto CPA traffic, all of these things. And what I find is that as soon as you can step away from these short-term tactics and you focus on, okay, this action today can dramatically shift my business and my life 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, even 10 years down the line, that's when you start to really develop a different level of thinking. And with the different level of thinking, your behavior changes and even your actions change. And let me give you an example. Just today, I have 2 phone calls that I have with one is a client and one is a prospect who just became a client within like a 5-minute call. So the first guy is from Saudi Arabia. Okay, he's already invested like 5 figures into starting his business. He's bought one of the Wealth Academy programs. He's doing great. And today he calls me up and he tells me that he wants an advanced solution. He wants more fast, more speed, more automation, more this, more that, which is great. We start talking, and about 15 minutes in the conversation, I ask him, hey, how did you first come across me? And he tells me that he literally found me from a company called Empower Network, which used to be this affiliate marketing company back in the day. I'm talking about good 8-9 years ago when I was complete newbie. It was one of the first affiliate programs in the marketing scene, and I had great success with it. I promoted it. It was a long time ago. Until then, he's been getting my emails. He's been reading the emails. And I think last year he invested in one of our programs, and then today he wants to upgrade. And that customer, imagine if I didn't follow up with him for 6, 7, 8 years. I'll give you another example. Young kid, only 23 years old, he's already making around $30,000 or $40,000 a month. He wants to scale to 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and then 7 figures a month. Okay, so he speaks to my team. My team says, Shaq, this guy, he's been following you for so long. He's never spoken to you, but it would be so good if you could just get him on the phone for 5 minutes. He wants to enroll in the courses. I pick up the phone and I tell him, hey, these are the products that we have. He comes in, he's like, okay, shoot, I'll come in for the 12.5K program. I'm like, okay, cool. Literally 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, he sends over the money. As I'm reflecting, as the day is coming to an end, as I'm reflecting on these 2 calls, and then I have a few other webinars in between, I'm thinking to myself, why is it that these two clients have come in and they've stuck with me? And the young kid, when I asked him, hey, how did you find me? He goes, when he was at university, my YouTube ad had popped up. And, you know, I was talking about probably how I dropped out of university, how I grew up in a family of 6, grew up in East London, all of these things. And he just resonated with me, okay? And he said, Shaq, back then I didn't have the money. I was just a broke university student. Now I have the money and I realized I need help. And I remember your domain, gurufunnels.com. I went straight to gurufunnels.com. You know, I went through the whole sales process and then I booked a phone call. And I was like, wow, like gurufunnels.com, I actually don't even publicly advertise that. But that was a product that I absolutely hammered in the marketplace for. It was a multi-million-dollar launch that I did to my internal list. It was a $10,000 program and beyond, okay? And he remembers that. He remembers that so much that 5 years later, 4 or 5 years later, now he's here and he's buying, you know, and he's like, this is someone that's definitely, like, I'm pretty sure 99% he's going to join my inner circle mastermind, and which is a $40,000 per year program, and then some other things as well. But just the fact that he came in with, just like the other client, because for a long period of time they've been getting emails from me. Now ask yourself this question: in your business, do you have a long-term strategy? Do you have long-term emails going out? Do you have long-term YouTube videos? Maybe something on Instagram. I had another guy who came into my sales funnel. He literally, he's been in the military for 20 years. Okay, so that's 2 decades. And he said to me, Shaq, I came in about 8 years ago. I paid you $2,000, and in the first 10 minutes of the conversation, you said I shouldn't start a business. And I was like, oh, okay, I can't remember that. But he said, you told me I shouldn't start a business, and I haven't started a business, and that was the best advice you ever gave. It's the best $2,000 I ever spent. But now I'm here, and I want to get cracking on. And he just purchased a $20,000 product. Okay, he just purchased a $20,000 program from me, all in the span on the last few days. And the lesson I'm sharing with you here is, it's because 10 years ago when I came into this scene, I said to myself, you know what, I really love this. I really love marketing online. I really love this whole idea of working from home, working from anywhere, you know, and traveling around the world and doing what I'm doing right now. I want to be in this industry for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Okay, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love teaching now. I started teaching only a couple of years ago. The first probably 6, 7 years, I was just focused on making as much money, very openly, as much money for myself. And I generated more than $30 million in sales before I turned 30. And the last 1 or 2 years, I've taken the approach of how do I go out and teach more and create more. And that's why one of the reasons why I'm doing these YouTube videos on a day-to-day basis. I hope you're getting value from them. If you are, make sure you drop me a like, comment, subscribe. I plan to release one of these videos each and every single day. And again, ask yourself this question: are you really thinking long term? Are you really thinking 1, 3, 5 years, 10 years ahead? Or are you just in it to make a quick buck? Because if you're in it to make a quick buck, you're only going to go so far. Okay, if you start thinking to yourself, okay, let me invest in myself, let me go find mentors and people that have been around for a while, you know, 5, 10 years, and that they have the results that you want. Because a lot of the times there's so many people that they've just come out of nowhere, and you know, they'll show off their cars or the woman or whatever, and that's just the way they market, and that's fine for them. And that may not be something that you want to do, or you maybe feel like this is way too much on this side. Where do I go to actually go and find people that have been doing this for a while? Well, I'm launching a daily video literally for free on my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. I'm going to be personally responding to all of you guys. And again, thank you so much for watching this. My lighting is a little bit off, I think. I'm just shooting this on my iPhone. All right, so go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. All right, get thinking long term.